What do you say to others who think you're crazy?
I just agree with them. I don't disagree. It is pretty crazy. But for me, it was, it was something that I needed to do for myself, so I do it. They may not understand the reasons for it, but that's fine. And I won't deny that it's crazy.
When Paul decided to be an engineer was in about grade 10 or 11, I think, and it seemed completely natural.
Yeah, I met Paul on the very first day of undergraduate engineering in 1996.
He really likes the puzzle of the engineering work, but the thought of sitting in an office year after year, day after day, has never been attractive to him.
There was a time that Paul was walking down the hallway with a university professor and said, I think I've chosen the wrong career because most engineers end up sitting in offices.
Paul decided one day to buy a farm with no farm on it, and okay, off you go, Paul, you go have your farm.
Did you ever think Paul would become a farmer?
No, absolutely not.
I certainly didn't see him farming. No. That's probably unanimous.
7 years of study to be an engineer, and you've decided to become a farmer. I struggle with that as the mom.
He's got colleagues at work. He's still working 3 days a week at the university, and he's got some colleagues that think he's completely nuts.
If you could describe Paul in one word in this adventure, what do you think that would be?
Crazy. Definitely.
Went to school for 7 years or something like that. He decided to try and grow fruits and vegetables. It's a little crazy.
His number one priority is to make his farm work. All his efforts, I think, go into the farm. He comes to work so he can get money to make his farm work.
I still need my other job in order to, invest money back into this, I guess. And we'll see which one works.
He has really pretty big earning potential, I think, as a guy with a master's degree in electrical engineering, right? He could get a pretty high-paying job.
He's living in our basement. I don't think he particularly wants to be there.
I've heard him sort of bemoan the fact that he's living at home. So that's a sacrifice for him, definitely, I think. But I can't see any other way for him to make it work.
How much money have you made so far?
Like, actually brought in, not including my expenses.
Not including expenses?
Not including my expenses. 90, 20, about 300, no, yeah, about $300.
And minus your expenses?
Negative thousands.
I think we'll be subsidizing this for a while yet.
It's a big money pit out there, but he likes it. Can I understand it? Financially, I don't think I can understand it. I don't think you can understand this by saying, how are you going to make money? There's something else driving Paul, because it's definitely not the money.
Like when he bought the land, I thought, he had this plan of someday he's going to build a house and live there, and I thought that's great for Paul. And I also thought it was a good idea to have a big garden, but then one day he came to work and told me he bought a $20,000 tractor, and I thought, yeah, okay, I wondered if that was an awesome idea or not, but...
No, not doubts about what I'm doing. I wonder sometimes how I'm going to make it economical or sustainable in terms of, the economics of it, because right now I don't know how it's going to play out this year.
He has turned down jobs, like offered jobs with big money. So, and it directly because he wants to grow vegetables.
Yeah, I don't think it's a money-making venture right now. Maybe it'll pay. I know I've heard him say a couple of times, you know, maybe today I'll make enough to pay the table fees at the farmer's market.
I feel nervous about it for him. I think it's a risk. I think it's a big leap.
No, I haven't seen a drier year, especially since I guess it's the driest year on record, so. Nobody has since 1890 something or other.
So it's a great year to start.
A great year to start, yeah.
Well, I think the lack of rain this year has been really tough. So, you know, and it's not in his control. So here you are having the driest year we've had in a century or something, and he's trying to start a farm.
You can kind of sit there and wonder when the rain's gonna come.
Shake your fist.
I think I swore at the sky once, yeah. Yeah.
2 steps forward and another step back might be a bit challenging to do for a full summer.
The first moisture I saw was hail, twice in the same day, and haven't actually had any rain since then.
How's the season going so far?
Pretty crappy. It was really dry and really cold at the same time. And we got one good shower, but that was kind of too late. And all the stuff I had seeded that I hoped to have to the market early didn't germinate, or germinated really poorly. And then it didn't really even grow if it did germinate. So I kind of missed the whole month, basically, the whole month of June.
It was very dry. It was sad.
We knew what it felt like.
Yeah, we could feel with him, and I think he sensed that.
Do you think Paul had any idea what he was getting himself into?
No. Clueless.
I don't think so. We've had garden and I knew what it was like.
Do I worry about Paul? Practically every day.
Yeah, I've worried about Paul. Hot days out there, lots to do, nobody to really give him the extra hands that he needs.
I think it's amazing he's trying to do it all basically by himself. Like he's, you know, from, you know, setting up his solar powered pump in his dugout to like running his diesel tractor to like just, you know, hauling bags of carrots. It's all by himself.
You know, like yesterday, he was out there at 5:36 in the morning and came home at 8:39 at night. Basically there the whole day on his own.
There's a pocket gopher like living right up here, and he came and dug out like all the seed, especially in this area here. So if you look right in there, even though it's weedy, well, seriously weedy, there's no corn that came up like the other places because he ate all the seed.
If you don't get any crops, it's very depressing.
That's a horrible one, because any one of those leaves will grow into a new plant. So you basically have to pick it and get it out of the garden. I don't have time to do that though. It's taken over. Now the flea beetle and cutworm, I know those guys. They're the only ones that have been hit. I've been waiting for the grasshoppers to come though. My neighbor says they come in cycles every once in a while and they'll just take over. So hopefully not this year.
Taking trouble after trouble after trouble, and in the end you gotta hope it works out. So I hope he doesn't worry too much about it though, because I know lot of farmers worry a lot. And that's, I don't know. That could be bad, I think.
But sometimes it gets so difficult that you feel like giving up.
I've been waiting here for days, trying to catch a break. But the way I'm living, it's gonna cause my heart to ache. 'Cause all the money I had is gone. All the money I had is gone. I've been high and I've been low. I've been east and I've been west. But the way it goes, I'll never get any rest.
We all have that feel to be at one with the land, to grow our own supplies and so forth. I think in Paul, something like that, but maybe even stronger.
Paul doesn't really talk about human rights and humanity in the way that our family typically does. I think he shows it through his desire to produce food in a way that's local and sustainable, and to have his land be kind of pure.
He's interested in somehow making a difference in the quiet, sort of gentle way that he interacts with people that are close to him.
I think he's got this huge desire not to buy into the materialistic kind of mainstream society. And he was looking for a way to live his life differently.
Just the complete lack of concern for materialistic things is pretty admirable, I think. Yeah.
One of the things that Paul is not concerned about is his status.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever been too worried about his status.
Not too concerned generally about what other people have to say or think about him. I really admire that.
Just as long as he's true to himself, I think that's all that's really important to him.
The main characteristic is he's fiercely independent.
I'd say independence. I think it's about him being in charge of his own world in a different kind of way.
He has some strong desire. He wants to be self-sufficient, he wants to be green, he wants to do the right thing with the land, but I think mostly he wants to be independent.
They'll be wiped away come Judgment Day.
He's a dreamer.
He's a gambler.
I think he's brave.
All the money I had is gone.
A combination of stubborn and dedicated.
He's got the passion.
All the money I had is gone. All the money I had is gone.
He's got that Saskatchewan spirit.
A humble man.
Kind of living in the world in a different way.
Do you think there's any turning back from this?
No.
I think he's got too much in it. Like, not even financially, just himself. Yeah.
We have a better Paul, a happier Paul. He's doing good things for him. He's still crazy, but he's doing good things for him.
I think maybe the thing I've learned is that this is what I want to do.
I can wonder why